Hey folks, I just want to give my sincerest condolences and say I'm sorry for your loss and rest in peace to Queen Elizabeth II. And also, I want to give my condolences to the royal family because they did lose a mother, a grandmother, a great grandmother. And also, guys, I'm not the best with this. If it feels like I'm doing a eulogy, that's what it feels like. And even though I've had a lot of loss in my life and I've been to a lot of funerals and you know, loved ones, friends, and I've just never been really good with speaking about people passing away in general. Even though she is somebody from the royal family, she is a leader and a public figure, it still feels the same to me. I'm speaking about somebody who passed away. And I've been always better at just being there in action, being a pallbearer. If you need help around the house, I'll cut your grass for you so you can focus on, you know, your loss, on grieving. I'll be a shoulder to cry on, things like that. But actually speaking on it, it feels a bit different. It feels like, as I said, like I'm giving a eulogy. And a eulogy on somebody I don't really feel like I can do justice because I don't know enough about her life. I have seen some videos on her that you guys have sent me in the past. And those videos I requested, and I know it sounds goofy, but videos I requested after watching Johnny English when that goofy like guy, I forgot his John Malkovich, he played that French character. He had a terrible accent, and he was talking about that plan. And I was like, man, I didn't know the Queen had that much power. That's crazy. And they say you guys like, yeah, she has a lot of power. And he said the video. Then that's when I learned that the Queen can like dissolve Parliament and she had control over the entire military and she do all these things, but she just doesn't. She allows the elected officials to do that stuff, but she will step in if need be. And I was like, that's wild. I didn't know that. I did not know that the Queen and the royal family had that much power. And then you asked me videos on like her early life and how she had her own little, like radio show that had to help people get through the war, like that encouraged them. And she also joined the military, even though her family didn't want her to. And she became the queen at like the age of 24 or 25. It was in her 20s, something like that. And she dedicated her life to the people and the Commonwealth. And she traveled the entire world. And I think she was like the first royal person of royalty or first person from the royal family or any royal family to actually get out and be amongst the people and shake hands and all that. And I said I don't know enough about her, so I could be getting some of this wrong because I watched that so long ago. And and she just was an all around amazing person who lived this long amazing life over her even before her reign as queen, even for that 70-year reign. Prior to that, she did amazing things. Just being a child and picking up a mic and encouraging people through those hard times is just amazing. And I think the show may have been geared towards kids. It doesn't really matter who it was geared towards. It still was at a young age doing something like that. So I can't think of too many people who've dedicated their life to their people and actually truly did it. There are people who say they do it. A lot of politicians say they do it, and they're doing it for their people, but they're really doing it for the money, for the corporations. They went for those roles because they knew there was money in it. They knew there was power in it. So it's amazing to see leaders who actually dedicate their life to the people and truly to the people. So yeah, it was an amazing thing. And I guess my initial reaction to hearing her pass away was I was surprised. I really didn't think that she would pass away, even at the age of 96, I believe she was. I really thought she'll live well into her hundreds because it's not unheard of people to live that long. The last thing I've heard from her was in 2021, the Christmas broadcast she did. I heard that. I watched that during Christmas, and yeah, I was very surprised. She seemed perfectly fine and healthy there. And maybe you guys knew it was happening because you're more closer to everything in the news cycle, and you probably knew it was coming. And I just didn't. And that's one of the things I mean is I can't truly understand how you guys feel, how this loss truly impacts you because she's so deeply tied to your national identity, and it's so different, and I don't know how to really express that as an American. All I can do is give my condolences and say I'm sorry for your loss all I can do is understand that she lived such an amazing life, and she's done so much for the world and for her people. And she, for lack of a better term, like really put her money where her mouth was. She really did it, you know? And I don't know, like, I just don't really feel like I can do her justice. A lot of people asked me to speak on this, and I wanted to give my condolences. I definitely did. But I also wanted to really do her justice, and I didn't really know if I could, and I don't really think I am, you know? Because she has lived an amazing life, and she has done amazing things. And she is loved across the world. And there aren't a lot of leaders that you can look at and say that. There are some, but there aren't a lot, you know? She is definitely up there on a list of people who have done amazing things and will be remembered for amazing things. Yeah. Man. And now, I think King Charles III will be stepping up to the plate and be stepping into the role as king. And I can only assume that she passed on a lot of her wisdom and advice and all of that stuff to him, and he's learned a lot from his mother. So I definitely wish you guys the best with him stepping into that role. I assume he's gonna do a really good job. I can only hope he absorbed a lot from what she taught him. I mean, there's only so much you can pass on, you know, but I assume she taught him a lot, and I'm assuming he's gonna take on the role and try to make his mother proud. But yeah, again, I'm really sorry for you guys' loss. It's just, I don't know, it's wild. It's wild. I didn't expect it. Even before I started consuming British content and stuff, I think everybody in the States knew who the Queen was, you know? And you think the UK and Britain, you think the Queen, you know? I remember in high school when I saw the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and when that scene with the guy comes in and was like, what about Queen and Country or something like that, and then Sean Connery did the whole thing about like God Save the Queen, and the guy's like, yeah, God Save the Queen. He said it's about as patriotic as we get around here, you know. And there's a couple other movies where they do a similar thing, so you knew about it. Or some people have like a picture around the wall in movies, so when you think of like the United Kingdom and Britain, you think of the Queen, you know. Those just go hand in hand. So it's gonna be kind of strange moving forward and not thinking of that. I mean, King Charles III, he's the king now, you know? But it's going to be very, I don't know, it's going to be one of those things, it's going to be difficult to not think of her as the queen, like the queen in Britain, the queen in the United Kingdom, and putting those things together with the national identity, you know? It's going to be different and difficult. A lot of people probably aren't even thinking about that. You guys probably already be like, hey, we accepted it. It's a part of the process, and we understand that. And everybody's probably already know you're going to miss her and you love her. But you guys also understand this is part of the process. So that's probably not even important. It's probably something I'm just thinking about. I don't know. But something as, I guess, as, you know, God Save the Queen type thing. But just something I was thinking about. I'm rambling, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying, but I am deeply sorry for you guys' loss. I wish I was better at this. I really do. I just hope this loss bring you guys closer to family, friends, loved ones. I know that's what it does for me, because sometimes you get lost in like the day-to-day drudgery of like life and work and things like that, and you start to forget that life is finite. You don't have unlimited time here, and you just lose track, and you start to forget what's important: family, friends, and spending time and making those memories. So loss does that. It reminds you, and you can get out there and start reconnecting with family and friends. Or even if you don't want to do that, there's a project you've been putting off. Maybe you want to learn how to paint, draw, or maybe it's you've been waiting to start a YouTube channel. Any of those things, do that. Even though she lived a long life, it was an eventful life, and it does not soften the impact of her loss. So I guess use that as fuel for the fire to motivate you to move, to do something. I don't know. again, guys, I wish I was better at this. I am sorry. I'm much better at action. I really am at doing stuff for the people I care about when somebody passes away, than speaking on it. So again, guys, sorry for you guys' loss. I'm hoping you guys are having a better day. Hopefully, you guys are happier, safer, and healthier. And I'll see you in the next video. Later.